You are Locked On Dolphins POSTCAST. Part of Locked On Sports Miami on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What is up, Phins fans? Welcome to another episode of your Locked On Dolphins POSTCAST. My name is Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease. A huge win on the road in LA tonight. Miami Dolphins as they go to 3-5, and they did it with grit. They did it with hustle. They did it with determination. They were all over the field tonight, and a big win for Miami. What a job this team did tonight to go on the road, to galvanize, to come together in the midst of a terrible run. You played really well in Buffalo last week. Horrible loss against the Cardinals. Looking a little better now because the Cardinals are on a roll. Just smoked the Jets for you. But, and that Jets loss could end up being really big toward the end of the year. Miami has a lot of things to look forward to with the way that they're playing right now, even through the injuries. Nice win by the Dolphins tonight. This is your Locked On Dolphins POSTCAST and the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Want to thank you so much for making Locked On Dolphins POSTCAST your first listen today. Now, for your second listen, go find Locked On NFL with 2 shows every day. That's right. First, the madman, Tyler Rowland, kicks off your morning with a double shot of NFL espresso. And who doesn't want a double shot of NFL espresso? And then stop by the barbershop. Look at this right here. Come on, you're going to get all this, plus everything you want from Tony Wiggins in the barbershop. Some real NFL talk. Find Locked On NFL on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And, of course, I want to thank you for making Locked On Dolphins POSTCAST your first listen every single day. And today's episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. And y'all know how much I love Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/LockedOnNFL. That's Locked On NFL, and use code all lowercase, by the way, BT Dubs, Locked On NFL, to win $50 instantly when you play 5 from, right here on a Locked On Dolphins POSTCAST. So a big win for Miami on the road tonight, and you did get a big old all right Miami from the Mad Dog, and it's pretty cool to see what the Dolphins did tonight and the way that they came out. So obviously tonight we'll look at the numbers from the game. We'll take you through the play-by-play. We'll take you through the stats, the team stats, the box score as well. There was a cheetah sighting in L.A. tonight. Not a cheater. They're all over L.A., but a cheetah. You know what I'm saying? That's Tyreek Hill. First touchdown since the opening game. But a nice job by Miami tonight. We'll take you through the whole thing right now, a little bit later on in the show. Of course, we have our player of the game, our turning point, and our final score graphic, and we get you ready for next week. The Raiders. And then the Patriots, you know what I'm saying? So back to back like I'm Jordan, 96, 97. A couple more games for Miami to win here. End up a game under 500 where that Cardinals game will really be ticking them off by then. But this team, the way they're moving in the right direction, especially the way they looked on that first drive tonight, Tua 4 for 4. They go 5 plays, 70 yards, bang, house it, set the tone instantly for the game. Look, the offense sputtered a little bit after that, a lot after that. But they scored on every second half possession except the one at the end of the game when they were running down the clock. They kept the Rams from scoring an offensive touchdown in this game, and that's something that, 5 field goals, man. That defense should be proud. Calais Campbell, tip balls, interceptions, turnovers. A nice job by Miami tonight all the way across the board. Look, and you're without some key players, and you're starting to get some more guys back. But, when you start looking at the play calls early in the game, they hit Waddle early and often, Malik Washington with the touchdown run. And, a really nice job by Miami on that opening drive. And it set the tone for the game. And you kind of thought it'd be easy when you saw that. But, nothing's ever easy. It's the NFL. The Dolphins placed Austin Jackson on injured reserve before the game, and they're playing with Kendall Lamb. And where's Patrick Paul, man? It's been a pretty good draft pick on him. Why is he not on the field? Why is he not able to break that lineup? That's a little bit concerning. But, other than that, man, just like a really nice win for the Dolphins tonight. They go across the country. Again, to galvanize like that after a tough road loss at Buffalo, Tua's concussion, Tyreek's arrest, the injuries, no one playing in the preseason. It has been a brutal start to the year for the Miami Dolphins, and they came in 2-5 tonight. In many cases, or for many reasons, it is because of that. You know what I'm saying? It literally is because of that. So a tough go for Miami, but, man, they did a nice job in this game tonight. They did a really nice job. Again, now the Rams aren't world beaters. I mean, they're 4-5 now, but they're 3-2 at home. That's a bad loss for the Rams, but a really good game for Miami and a nice win all the way across the board. And, of course, if you're looking for everyday news on your Miami Dolphins, Kyle Krabs has Locked On Dolphins. We have the Canes, too, with Alex Dono. I do the postcast. First loss of the season. They slipped to number 12. Bye week next week, but still right in the thick of things in the ACC, right in the thick of things in the playoff chase. The loss hurts, but not the end of the world, in spite of what I was saying for a half hour after the game on Saturday. He looking pretty good last night in Minnesota, shut down Anthony Edwards and the T-Wolves down the stretch, got a win there. They play Detroit tomorrow night in the NBA Cup. We'll be here right after that game as well with your Locked On Heat postcast. But right, look at it, I'm praying. That's why we pray. But let's take a look at some of the numbers in this game tonight for Miami as they came out and really just came out with a purpose, with a definite sense of like, hey, we're going to knock it down your throat tonight. And they came out with the opening drive, and they did that. They get a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Tua, Waddle, 18 yards, bang, right there. Pushed out of bounds. I mean, just a nice job right there to Waddle. He got 19 yards on the first play from scrimmage, and then, you go back short left. Achane loses 5. Achane gains 2. Back-to-back, but those are 2 completions. And then Waddle again, 36 yards down to the 18-yard line. And then they run play action, and they flip it on the end around to Malik Washington. No one expecting that. He started the year injured, didn't play for a long time. Beautiful run by Washington, diving across the goal line. You can see the skill there for him. And really, these draft picks started to play now. Chop's getting better. Where's Patrick Paul? When you see Patrick Paul, not sure why he didn't play tonight instead of Lamb, but when you're looking at the game tonight, it really it was a tale of Miami's efficiency early on offense. They scored the first touchdown, and then nobody scored again until 1:54 of the first quarter. It was a field goal for Sanders. You had 3 turnovers in a row in the first half in this game. It got really sloppy. You know what I'm saying? Tua with an interception, threw a lollipop. He took a couple of really bad sacks in this game tonight, but he made some big throws when he needed to, and he got the weapons involved. Waddle had a big drop, probably would have led to another touchdown. This game would have been long over, right? But you got the win, you got the cover, and the game went under, like I said. So Dolphins win, Dolphins cover, all 3 of them. I hit on all 3 of them, and it was a beautiful night for me, and I hope it was for you too. But that first touchdown, they hold the Rams to a 3-and-out. The Rams' first 2 drives, 7 yards on the first one, -9 on the second one. 6 plays, -2 yards, set the tone for the defense tonight. They were picking balls off. They were batting balls down. Calais hit 2. Nice job. They held the Rams to all field goals. Tremendous defensive performance by the Dolphins in this game tonight. Absolutely destroying the Rams on the line of scrimmage in this game. And, look, the pass rush for the Rams was getting to Tua, and the Dolphins didn't run for a ton of yards. We'll hit the stats momentarily. But the Dolphins defense, man, 50 starts for Matthew Stafford with the Rams. 50 starts for Matthew Stafford. Remember, Super Bowl champion with the Rams. 50 starts for Matthew Stafford with the Rams. You got Cooper Kupp. You got Nakua. They're both healthy in this game. 50th start for Stafford. First time in 50 starts. Guess what? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone in the chat? I'll give you a chance. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you know when we're coming on. And, hey, hit me up in the chat right now. Does anybody know what had never happened until tonight with Matthew Stafford and this Rams offense? Until tonight with the Dolphins. Throw it up in the chat. I'll give you 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Anyone? Bueller? 3, 2. First time that the Rams have not scored an offensive touchdown with Matthew Stafford at quarterback in 50 games, and it was against this Dolphins defense tonight. What a job by this unit. I cannot accentuate it enough. I can't say it enough. I can't scream it from enough rooftops. I can't broadcast it live or stream it live on enough platforms because they really did a tremendous job tonight. Going all the way across the country. Think about that. Coming home with a big win. And this is a high-powered offense with Kupp and Nakua both healthy. And the Phins shut them down. Shiggity shut them down. They shut them down tonight. They kept him out of the end zone. Out of the end zone for the first time in 50 games with Matthew Stafford at quarterback, and they did just enough on offense. They went right down the field on that first drive, and they scored efficiently on every second half drive. No, they didn't take advantage of the turnovers in the second quarter. Things happened. They were turning the ball over too. They got really sloppy on offense. Rams not a great defensive team, but man, oh man, it feels good to get that win after some tough losses and playing guys like Thompson and Huntley at quarterback. It just feels good to go on the road against a solid team, get a win like that after you played so well at Buffalo last week, where it took acts of God and a stupid penalty and everything Josh Allen had to win that game. Think if they won that game and they beat the Cardinals the week before, you're looking at a streak now. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean? All right, it's Locked On Dolphins postcast. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, pumped up tonight. The Dolphins beat the Rams 23-15. They end their losing streak. They get their third win of the year. Couple of more wins and you're a game under 500, Miami, and it is going down for real. All right, Locked On Dolphins postcast and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, Gries, at Jim Grease _ on social media. And man, oh man, we got a lot coming your way. Still to come, the box score. Still to come, the team stats, some highlights from the game, and the player of the game, the turning point, and the final score graphic. All still coming your way. Plus, we look ahead to the... They're nothing like the Raiders anymore. I don't care who they bring in as part owner. It's Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, Locked On Dolphins postcast, rolling right along. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And I get a chance right now to tell you about, and people ask me all the time, Grease, where do you get all this energy, man? You're like a 5-year-old, this ADHD, you're 52. Why in the world? I've had girlfriends break up with me, tell me I have too much energy for them, and they're 10, 12, 15 years younger. I'm about to tell you a little bit about my secret right now, and that is our friends at 5 Hour Energy. They know that the real is on the rise, and being a passionate football fan isn't just a hobby, it's a way of life. It takes a lot of energy to power through all-day tailgates, touchdown celebrations, or an agonizing second overtime. Thankfully, tonight, the Dolphins put it away. But that's why 5 Hour Energy has created the Stand the Fan. He's gone cold, I'm wondering why. 5 Hour Energy shot, Stand the Fan, with a special flavor called Fan Fuel, the energy shot made just for super fans like you, the fans who are first in the parking lot and last to leave. We see you. That is right, man. And a big play tonight from Tua on that opening drive. Couple of them to Jaylen Waddle. An unbelievable night, just screaming and cheering at the TV. 5 Hour Energy fueling it all. 5 Hour Energy knows. They know that no matter what team you root for, being a fan requires heart, soul, and a whole lot of energy. That's right. Whether you're prepping for the big tailgate or ironing your jersey, your game day to-do list is always a mile long. The Dead Sea Scrolls, right? That's why the limited edition Stand the Fan 5 Hour Energy Shot is here to help keep you fueled throughout the season. What's your fan fuel this week? Whatever it is, do it with a 5 Hour Energy. Available on 5hourenergy.com, shipped nationwide. That's 5 Hour Energy on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. And today's episode is also brought to you by Prize Picks. And you guys know how much I love Prize Picks. 10 million plus people can't get wrong. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 extra cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. You can win up to 100 extra money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. That's right. It's the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy. That means that your lineups stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. Unbelievable on Prize Picks. If your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup live. It's the best place to get real money sports action. 10 million plus users. Sign up today. Now, Prize Picks offers Venmo, easy deposits and withdrawals into your account this sports season. You get your money right away. Sign up today. Get $50 instantly when you play 5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. They also offer weekly promos that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday every Tuesday. And yeah, that is what it is all about. I love being on Prize Picks. I love it when my guys come through with the overs, especially. I love playing the overs. Shh, don't tell anybody. That is my secret. What will yours be? Download the app today and use code LOCKEDONMLB and LOCKEDONNFL, use code LOCKEDONNFL to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's LOCKEDONNFL for the code when you download the app. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. At Prize Picks, run your game on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, in a big win for the Dolphins, the biggest win of the season for sure. Look, opening day, ATN fumbles going in, they get the ball back, they score, probably should have won that game, but the Miami Dolphins have been through the ringer. Tua's concussion, playing Thompson, playing Huntley, Waddle and Hill and those guys not playing in the preseason. Tyreek gets arrested, they're banged up, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a long year for the Miami Dolphins, and to get that win tonight was dope AF. It was dope AF. You know what I'm saying? And that was something that you knew they had to do. And I work on ESPN radio all the time on the weekends, and shout out to my guys there. But one of my partners last week, and he was a big Miami guy, grew up in Fort Lauderdale. He was saying that the Dolphins should start trading players. And I said, whoa, T.O., baby, T.O., time out. Let these next 3 games play out first. You got the Rams on the road. You got the Raiders at home. You got the Patriots, right? Win. Bang, you're a game under 500. You're above the Jets. You're in second place. The wild card race, who knows? In the AFC, nobody seems to want anything in some of those divisions. So I think you hold, and I think you go strong with the team that you have. And tonight was an indication that I think I'm right, man. Could have easily won last week. Should have won the week before against the Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's take a quick look tonight at the team stats. We'll hit the individuals. Un momento, por favor. Yeah, 15 first downs for Miami, 20 for the Rams. Stafford threw it 46 times. More on that in a minute. But, just looking through the numbers real quick, the Dolphins 6 of 13 on third downs. That's not bad. The Rams 3 of 12. Good job by the Miami defense there. Total plays, the Rams ran 15 more. Total yards, the Rams had 100 more. You know what I'm saying? Passing, they had 257 to 171. Tua 20 of 28. More on that in a minute. Stafford 32 of 46. So the sacks about even, 3 and 4. There, and the rushing yards, 67 and 70, neither team with a ground game to speak of tonight. Dolphins only had 1 penalty for 15 yards the entire game, and the Rams had 6 for 64, each team with 2 turnovers, and the time of possession about even, 30-12 to 29-48 for the Rams, who were favored by 2.5. The line was 50.5, and the attendance was a little over 72K, so that's the team stats. Let's take a look at the box, man, because the Dolphins, they came out early, got that opening touchdown. Nobody else scored in the first. They got the Sanders field goal in the second. Rams kicked 2. It's 10-6 at halftime. Phins have a touchdown in the third. Tua to Tyreek, play action on the goal line. And nice job from Tyreek coming across the line of scrimmage there to get open in the end zone. Wide open, by the way. How do you lose the cheetah? And at that point, it was 17-6. The Rams added 3 more field goals. The Dolphins kicked 2 more. And there you have it. Meanwhile, for the box score, man, Tua was 20 of 28 for 207 and a touchdown. Had the 1 pick, a lot of air under the ball. Took a couple of bad sacks in this game, but some big-time plays, the opening drive, real strong leadership. Not as good as he played last week. He was great against the Bills on the road, but more than adequate, more than enough from your franchise QB. And crap, man, after we had Thompson and after we had Huntley, I mean, you're just kissing the ground that Tua walks on at this point anyway. And with Marino up there in the box, everybody loves SoFi Stadium, and that place is dope AF, you know what I'm saying? So Tua with a good game tonight. Achane 12 for 37, Malik 1 for 18, just not a good game. Jaylen Wright 5 for 3, 22 carries, 67 yards. Bleh. For the run game for Miami. Waddle 3 for 57. He had a big drop, though, that could have set up another score, probably a touchdown. Jonnu Smith 3 for 45, had a big gain to set up Tyreek's touchdown, huge. Mostert had 2 catches for 34, no carries for Raheem in the game. Then it was Malik Washington 1 for 17. Beckham, OBJ 2 for 17, no real impact from him so far. Tyreek Hill 3 for 16 and a touchdown. That's got to improve and change. He had the bad wrist. Achane 5 for 15. Just got to really continue to focus on getting those weapons the ball. But how about Anthony Walker Jr. had the interception, had a forced fumble. Jordan Brooks had 11 tackles, 6 solo, 1 for a loss. Jordan Poyer, Jalen Ramsey, lockdown D on those receivers. They held Kupp and Nakua really, really in check tonight. Nice job by the Dolphins defense all the way across the board. And I mentioned, right, Anthony Walker Jr. had the interception in the 5-yard return. Sanders 3 for 3 with a 50-yard field goal. You know what I'm saying? A nice job for him. 5 for 6 from Joshua Carty. He had 1 called back from a penalty. Would have been 23-18. Wouldn't have mattered in the game. Anyway, meanwhile, the Rams, Stafford, 32 of 46, 293. They held him without a touchdown pass. The Rams did not score a touchdown. Kyron Williams, 15 for 62 on the ground. They only had 70 yards rushing. Nakua had 9 for 98. Cooper Kupp, 7 for 80. So that's 16 for 178 for those two guys. Hell of a game, but they were kept out of the end zone. Davis Allen, 5 for 34. Kyron Williams, 5 for 20. Tyler Johnson, 3 for 25 for the Rams. Stafford fumbled twice, didn't lose either of them. Could have been a disaster in this game, but man, the Dolphins defense showed up tonight. They really, from the get-go, from the jump in this game, they slayed. They literally took the Rams out of their offense from the start, didn't let them in the end zone all night. The first 2 drives for the Rams, 6 plays, minus 2 yards of offense to go with that opening drive for Miami where they went 5 plays, 70 yards, 2 of 4 for 4. They set the tone early. They smacked the Rams in the mouth. They flew all over the field to the football tonight. That defense is athletic. They're quick. I'll tell you what, man, this team's going to be really good toward the end of the year. And I said, trust me, remember that I said this all over ESPN radio before the season. I thought Tua could be the MVP and the Dolphins could win the Super Bowl. I also said Russell Wilson be comeback player of the year. He's looking pretty good on that too. But nice job by Miami tonight. They get the big win, 3rd of the year. 2 more. Raiders and Patriots got to win these 2. Got to win these 2. And then guess what? You never know. You got the Jets twice still. You got your fate is really in your own hands. And they should have won the Bills game on the road. They should have won the Cardinals game the week before. And, it bees what it is. This is your Locked On Dolphins postcast. Still to come. I am Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease, by the way. Gries. Still to come. Our player of the game, our turning point, our final score graphic, and a look ahead at the Oakland, Vegas Raiders. This is your Locked On Dolphins postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. And what goes better with football than Omaha Steaks? Nothing delivers comfort and joy quite like the unrivaled quality and taste of Omaha Steaks. Omaha! This year, skip the holiday hustle and bustle and save 50% off gourmet gifts site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, get a $30 reward card when you shop early and score an extra $30 off with promo code NFL. With 5 generations of experience, that's 5 generations of experience, they consistently deliver the world's best steak experience, and the gifting experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to deliver the perfect gift. That's right, the perfect gift with thoughtfully curated gift packages starting at $89.99 at Omaha Steaks. From legendary steaks to mouth-watering desserts and more. Save 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners and viewers get an extra $30 off with promo code NFL and a $30 reward card. I'm going to get that for myself when you shop early. That's 50% off at Omaha, O-M-A-H-A, steaks.com, and an extra $30 off with promo code NFL. Minimum purchase may apply. Also, of course, tell you about our friends at, where are you at? It opens something different. Come on. There it is. Bang. All right. We have it. All right. Man, get ready to tackle the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sports book, because right now, hey, new customers can bet $5. Get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. And you know this, man. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Think about that. You don't have to go anywhere. Nowhere, baby. Nowhere. Just visit FanDuel.com to start today. You're going to get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. Who does it? It's insane. It's FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. On the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, and a big win for Miami tonight. Miami's got the Dolphins, the greatest football team. They move the goal from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. So when you say Miami, you're talking, well, I won't say that. Miami Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Big win for the Phins tonight. There we go. Miami Heat Zone. Can you be a guest on my Miami Heat podcast? I don't know. I do the Locked On Heat postcast, so I'm not sure. That's a different network. I might have to check on that one. But thank you for the comment, and thank you for being here today Love you as well. This is dope, man. The Miami Dolphins with a great win, 23-15. They come out, smack the Rams in the mouth early with the opening drive. The first two defensive series set the tone. They forced the turnovers, fumbles all over the field. Third downs, the Rams did jack squat. Great performance by the Miami Dolphins. They should be the stars of the game. The defense, now that I think about it, there should be two. Maybe I screwed the pooch a little bit on that one. But as we approach the close of the show and we get ready to turn the corner, look, 3-5, it really could be 4-4 right now when you look at that Cardinals game, or 3-6 rather. But when you think about the 3-6 record, right, the Dolphins could be 4-5 after the Cardinals game killed them. They should have won that game. And the Bills last week, for that matter. So now you got the Raiders, now you got the Pats. To be a game under 500 in 2 weeks to play your cards right, and it's a big game. You have to beat the Raiders. The Raiders are a mess. You have to beat them. And we're going to talk about that game un momento, por favor. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as we finish going through the rest of this game, we will. Come on. There we go. Open link in new tab. All right, so let's go through our graphics of the game that we want to do every week for you here. And first things first, I grease, fix all the honeys, dummies, Playboy bunnies. The final score, 23-15. Look at Tyreek Hill shucking and jiving and scoring a touchdown. Only 3 receptions for 16 yards. But the Cheetah got on the scoreboard tonight for the first time since week 1 with the 80-yard play against Jacksonville. You know, he was in cuffs that day. Then he was in the end zone, did the touchdown celebration with the cuffs. This time he scores on the 1-yard TD, and it's been statistically the worst season of his career. No fault of his own. I mean, he's got grocery baggers throwing him the football, but a big win for Miami at the Rams. And how about the moment, the turning point of this game? The Dolphins scored on the opening drive of the game. 5 plays, 70 yards, 2 of 4 for 4. And then the defense came out and smacked him in the mouth. 2 series, 6 plays, 3 and outs both times, minus 2 yards of offense on the first 2 possessions for the Rams and Stafford. It led to a night where they kicked 5 field goals, and they were kept out of the end zone as an offense, as a team, but as an offense for the first time in 50 games. Tonight was the 50th start for Matthew Stafford with the Rams. The first time they've been held without an offensive touchdown. Great job, Miami, after scoring on the opening drive. Then the next one out, bang, is the star of the game. Who do you think you are, Mister? We're so happy to see this dude. We didn't care. It could have been the defense, but it is Tua Tagovailoa, 20 of 28, 207, the touchdown, the interception, but several big third down pickups, nice throws on the button tonight, the command of the offense, the huddle, the opening drive right down the field, set the tone, bang. Looked like that one preseason drive he had. Remember that? Bang, right down the field, every pass complete, score. Hey. They didn't really keep it going offensively, but they did score on every possession in the second half. They did, except the one where they killed the clock at the end of the game. So when you're looking at the second half drives for the Dolphins, touchdown with Tyreek Hill, field goal, and end of game. Very efficient tonight for Tua Tagovailoa, and with all the games that he missed and the injuries and the concerns and the fears and all the worries that we have, it's very nice to see Tua Tagovailoa on the field, making plays, delivering the death blow to the LA Rams, and not their season, but the game tonight. Again, Raiders up next for Miami. This is going to be interesting, right, with the Raiders. And, you know, I mean, the Raiders stink. They play them at home and they play the Patriots at home. They already beat the Patriots on the road. So back-to-back, like I'm Jordan, 96-97. The Phins are going to be about a -7 favorite so far. The total about 44.5. Money line, plus 270 on the Raiders, minus 340 on the Phins. The Phins are a 62.5-point favorite to win the game. I mean, look, their quarterback is Gardner Minshew. They don't have Devontae Adams anymore. I mean, good Lord. You know what I mean? So we shall see. We shall see. And then, of course, the Dolphins had Ingold inactive tonight. They had such an unbelievable, blow with Austin Jackson going on IR, and you're starting Kendall Lamb and Tua running for his life. It wasn't pretty in many respects tonight. Kendall Fuller was hurt tonight, the cornerback, so Robert Jones, the guard, knocked out of the game as well. So we'll see. We'll see what those things look like. And Kyle Krabs will have those all week long. Alex has Locked On Canes and Locked On Dolphins all week with Kyle Krabs. You'll get all that info there for the Raiders, who are 2-7, Dolphins 3-6. Win that game, beat the Patriots. After that, you're a game under 500. And, man, you know what? When you look at the standings, Yeah, and look at the Bengals, man. The Bengals lost again. Tough one to the Ravens. But, I mean, you're looking at the Dolphins 3-6. The Jets are 3-7. Pats are 3-7. Bills 8-2, way ahead in the division. But, you got the Ravens at 7-3 in the wild card race. The Chargers at 6-3. But other than that, man, Broncos 5-5. Colts 4-6. Bengals 4-6. You know what I mean? So the Dolphins are right there in that playoff race. They're going to have to win a lot more games than they lose moving forward. Obviously, very slim margin for error for Miami moving forward, but a great win tonight. They seized control of the game, grabbed the Rams by the throat from the jump, took the crowd out of it. The LA crowd is nothing anyway with all those patsies out there. So they're going, hey, who do I know? Look at my friends. Call your friends. We'll do friends. We'll do lunch. Whatever we do. They don't make any noise in that stadium, that beautiful facility that they have. More Dolphins fans, it felt like tonight, but a huge win for the Phins, for Tua. And you know what I'm saying? Mike McDaniel with the offense getting it done. And the Dolphins head back to the MIA for 2 games in a row. Looking good 2 weeks in a row. And now a chance to get to within a game of 500. Dolphins 23 and the Rams 15. Thank you so much for watching your Locked On Dolphins postcast. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. Want to thank you for making us your first listen and watch today. Now for your second one, go find Locked On NFL, 2 shows every day. The Madman Tyler Rowland with a double shot of NFL espresso in the morning, and then the barbershop with Tony Wiggins, some real NFL talk. Find Locked On NFL on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's all there is, Phins fans. There is no more. 23-15 win for your Miami Dolphins tonight on the road in LA. La La Land. The Rams go down. The defense flying to the football, looking really good right now. This team taking shape, I'm telling you. No one's going to want to play the Phins later in the year. You mark my words. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. You everydayers, especially Locked On Dolphins every day with Kyle Krabs, Locked On Canes with Alex Dono, Locked On Heat with the guys, and then the postcast with yours truly, wherever you get your podcast, plus right here on Locked On Sports Miami. Keep your game tight and your mind right, Phins fans. We are out. Enjoy the win, 23-15 Miami on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.